Hi everyone, I'm Carla Ng with Wiley, and we are here at the Beta Alpha Psi annual conference in Orlando, Florida, and I'd like to introduce our very special guest.
Hi, I'm Jerry Maginnis, author of Advice for a Successful Career in the Accounting Profession.
Perfect, and he's here to tell us a little bit more about the CPA profession and his newest book that we have here. So Jerry, tell us a little bit about your book here.
Sure, happy to, Carl. So I spent my career at KPMG. I was an audit partner by background and training, was with the firm 36 years, wrapped up the last 8.5 years of my career in some leadership roles. So I was a managing partner for our Philadelphia office. We had about 1,000 employees in Philadelphia. So I was fortunate to work for a great firm, had a great career. Retired a couple of years ago and have stayed involved, Carla, in the business community. I'm sitting on some boards, chairing some audit committees, doing some consulting work. But one of the things I've really enjoyed is I had an opportunity to get involved at a school called Rowan University, which is located in southern New Jersey, about 15 minutes from where I live. And my role there is an executive in residence. So I'm not on the faculty, but I do give some guest lectures. I chair their accounting advisory board, or I have chaired it. And the best part of the job is I get to interact with the students. So I meet with students all the time. They tell me about, their concerns, their questions, their apprehensions, their aspirations, and I try and be a resource to them. And so over the years, I've met with dozens and dozens of students, and the book really evolved out of those conversations. One day, a student left my office, and I said, geez, I wonder if there's an opportunity to put down on paper some of the advice I'm trying to share with these students. So that was the catalyst, and then as I got into the book, I added a lot of content for what I call early career professionals, which would be folks in that first 3, 4, 5 years of their career, where hopefully they're developing good habits that are going to serve them well for life. So the book finally was published in late calendar 2021, and I think it's been getting a pretty good reception in the college and university world, as well as with accounting organizations like state CPA societies and also firms and companies, I think, have expressed some interest in it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been a hit already at the meeting. All the students and professors are coming over, oh, we've heard about this book, and it's perfect because this is like the mecca of accounting associations across the country, so I'm sure they'll find this extremely useful.
Yeah, Beta Alpha Psi is a great organization, and I guess we have 600-700 attendees here, as you say, many students, and I've had a chance to meet and talk with a lot of students, and I think there is quite a bit of interest in the book, also one part of the faculty.
Perfect. Okay, and some other questions that we have for you is, when's the best time to take the CPA exam?
Yeah, what a great question. So everybody has their own circumstances, but generally speaking, I think if you can take it as soon after graduating from college, the better, right? You're in that mode of studying, test taking, your skills are really strong in that area. And a lot of students actually have a little more time. Their life has not gotten super complicated yet. Most are still single if they're kind of traditional college students. So they can really bear down and study. And a lot of people that start a career with a large firm, sometimes the firm will start you in the fall. So you've got this window of opportunity, 5 or 6 months after you graduate, before you start full time, to really study and apply those skills you've learned and hopefully knock out at least 2 or 3 sections, if not the whole exam. At KPMG, we'd always have 3, 4, 5 new hires that would complete and pass the whole exam before they started, which is an ideal situation, right? Because now you can concentrate on work and not have to worry about multiple notes.
Exactly. And it's much easier while you're still in study mode as a student to crush it, and the further you progress in your career, the harder it is to get it done.
Yeah, life happens,
Yep.
right? You're working a little bit longer maybe, you're supervising other people, your personal life, boyfriend, girlfriend, so definitely right after college is the time to knock it out.
Yes, so bottom line is don't procrastinate.
I agree with you.
And should a student pursue a career in public accounting or private accounting?
Yeah, another question I frequently get asked by students, and it really depends, right, on a lot of things. Most importantly, what are your interests and what are you going to enjoy doing? I tell the students all the time, find your passion, because if you really enjoy doing something, you're going to be good at it. And if you're good at it, the money and all the other things will follow. So find your passion. Public accounting offers some terrific career paths. It's a great way to launch your career, whether it's a large firm, a regional firm, a smaller firm. You can learn so much by dealing with multiple clients and working with a lot of different types of professionals. Having said that, working for large companies or family businesses or venture capital-backed startups, there's just so many things you can do with your accounting degree. So it really depends on your personal interest. Some people might want to pursue an internal audit path or a management accounting path, or maybe they want to be a forensic accountant or work for a state or local government or a nonprofit. So it really depends on what your personal interests and passions are, but I'll end by saying you can't go wrong by starting in public accounting.
Right. Great foundation. It also depends on your personality too, right? I mean, if you're a little bit more introverted or extroverted, if you want to stay in the office or go out and travel. But there's also some smaller firms that allow you to do both audit and tax rates.
Well said. Yeah. There's a lot of great options out there, and while people often get very focused on the Big Four as a good place to start your career, and it is, I would never tell someone don't go down that path. There are many great local, regional firms where you can have a lot of high-quality experience. As you say, it might be a better fit for certain personalities who enjoy, let's say, working with family businesses or middle market companies, or maybe they have a passion for tax work and they want to work with an individual tax client base. So it depends on your preferences, but I tell students, talk to as many people as you can.
Yes.
And get a sense of the breadth and depth of what's out there, and that'll help you figure out what's right for you.
Exactly. I think those informational interviews with professionals is key.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then should students also consider joining a Big Four firm? I think you already touched on that.
Kind of touched on that, yeah. I mean, I would say definitely interview with them, get a feel for whether or not you think that path might be right for you. But as we just said, interview with some other size firms too, and maybe some companies in industry, and maybe an internal audit opportunity, just so you get a full sense of what's out there.
Exactly. Taste the rainbow, as they say.
Indeed.
And then I know you kind of talked about this as well, but audit versus tax, okay. And then what are the best ways to accumulate the 150 credit hours required for simulation?
Sure, great question. And again, many different paths. For a lot of students, particularly if they have student loan debt, the cost of those extra 30 hours is a major concern. So if you're looking for a cost-effective way to accumulate the hours, obviously any credits you can bring from high school, extra credit classes, gives you a running start. But also community college can be a great option to pick up some cost-effective credits, whether it be over the summer, in the evenings, between semesters. You can also go a traditional MAC program, get that 5th year, get that master's, whether it be in accounting or data analytics is hot these days, or tax. And then, an MBA is another option. So there's a lot of different ways to go, but cost is a consideration, and clearly you want to be thinking about what am I going to be doing, what is my job going to be, right? If you are going to be an auditor, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to get a master's in tax.
Right.
So all considerations to it.
Right, and AP credits from high school count too.
Indeed, yeah, that's what I was alluding to when I said if you can bring some credits from high school, absolutely.
Yep, and then also a lot of people pick up another major, or they'll stack on summer school, or so lots of different ways you can be creative to get the work.
Yeah, I mean, on that, it's a great point, Carla. Traditionally, a lot of people would major in accounting and finance.
Yeah.
I tell students nowadays, think about if you're going to dual major in accounting and finance, because those IT skills are so important in the world we live in.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your time. Is there anything else you wanted to share with us?
Yeah, I'll just sort of give a shout out here to Wiley. Wiley is my publisher of the book, and they've just been a terrific partner all the way, kind of educating this first-time author a little bit about what's involved when you have a book published, but also at conferences like this, just collaborating and working together to kind of get the information out to the folks it was designed to be helpful to. So thank you for all that Wiley has done, and I want to thank you, Carla, and also Darcy, who has been working this conference with.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jerry. Really appreciate your
You're
time.
welcome. Thank
Thanks for
you.
being here. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.